You probably never expected that something as harmless and familiar as a tomato, something we're encouraged to eat daily, could become the center of one of the biggest food safety crises of the year. A massive recall has just been announced, shaking the entire produce distribution system in the US and leaving consumers deeply unsettled. The question everyone is asking now is, are the tomatoes in my kitchen safe? And perhaps even more alarming, what have we been eating all this time without knowing the danger? According to the latest information confirmed by the US Food and Drug Administration, FDA, a large quantity of fresh tomatoes distributed across major supermarket chains, from Walmart and Costco to Trader Joe's and local farmers markets, has been urgently recalled due to suspected salmonella contamination. This dangerous bacteria can cause severe food poisoning, especially in children, the elderly, and people with weakened immune systems. The real issue is that tomatoes are an incredibly common ingredient in everyday meals. From salads and juices to spaghetti sauces, pizzas, and even vegetarian dishes. They're not just on our dining tables. They're in school lunches, hospital meals, and takeout orders. But what's even more shocking than the presence of contamination is the timeline. Internal reports show that signs of infection began appearing over 3 weeks ago, with a series of cases involving gastrointestinal distress, fever, nausea, and severe diarrhea. However, it wasn't until the number of infected individuals surpassed 300 across 17 states that authorities issued public warnings and launched an investigation. During that time, tons of tomatoes continued to be shipped, sold, and consumed as if nothing was wrong. Food safety experts are now raising serious concerns about the screening and quality control processes used by major distributors. How could a staple crop like tomatoes, produced on an industrial scale, pass through multiple checkpoints and end up on store shelves without being flagged? And what if this is just the tip of the iceberg in a much larger and long-ignored problem within the food supply chain? Another alarming aspect is that many consumers still haven't received any official warning. While some major retailers have posted notices on their websites and emailed loyalty program members, the vast majority of shoppers, especially those buying from smaller stores, markets, or through food delivery apps, remain completely unaware. Many people are likely still using contaminated tomatoes in their meals right now without any idea they're at risk. The effects of consuming tomatoes infected with salmonella may not be immediate, but they can cause significant damage to the digestive system, especially in vulnerable individuals. Children and older adults are particularly at risk, as even a small amount of bacteria can trigger strong immune reactions, severe dehydration, kidney damage, and in extreme cases, death. Doctors urge anyone experiencing symptoms like abdominal pain, prolonged diarrhea, high fever, or nausea after eating tomatoes to seek medical attention immediately. They also recommend keeping any suspected food items for testing purposes. In the meantime, carefully inspect the labels of any tomato-related products in your home, including pasta sauces, canned soups, pre-made sandwiches, and frozen pizzas. Several brands and specific batches have been identified and listed on the official FDA recall site, where you can check product codes and distribution origins. But with so much uncertainty still surrounding the situation, experts advise a simple but crucial action: stop eating tomatoes entirely until new safety information is released. This isn't panic, it's precaution. And it's the most responsible step you can take to protect yourself and your loved ones. This tomato recall isn't just a wake-up call about one contaminated product. It's a warning about the vulnerabilities in our entire food system. We're living in an age where the speed of production and consumption often outpaces the ability to maintain quality control. Sadly, consumer safety sometimes comes second to profit margins, delivery deadlines, and corporate image. You might think this is a one-off event, that it won't affect you. But when everyday foods can become hidden threats, awareness and caution are never overreactions. Please share this information with people you care about, your family, friends, and co-workers, so they can also stay informed and safe. Keep an eye on FDA updates from credible sources, and above all, stop eating tomatoes immediately until the situation becomes clear. Because your health won't wait. And ignoring the warning signs could come at a cost no one should have to pay.